Oppan Gangnam Style.
Hi, and welcome to CSHR Radio. Please keep your tray tables in their upright position, keep your hands to yourself, and enjoy the show. Now here's our usual suspects. May the chaos commence and the lulls forever be in your favor.
All right. As a very angry South Korean, just finished screaming into our devices, Harsh Med is no longer on the screen, which means he disappeared yet again. Good job, Harsh. We're opening the show and you're not even nowhere around. Very, very great. Jeez. What's Harsh? What is wrong with you?
Let's get back here.
What is wrong with you, Harsh? Why does he do this?
Well, a lot of things, but what specifically is wrong?
Jesus Christ. Harsh Med, we're live on one of your shows.
Anyway,
yeah, thank you for joining us finally.
Welcome to the show.
No. There's no more welcoming. You're already like 4 minutes past that point because you decided to walk off while the show started.
If not having a panic attack, is it?
I'm not. You're just terminally late, and then you walk off right as the show starts. What in the world is wrong with you? How are you going to interrupt the intro if you're not even there for it?
That's the point.
Anyway. Yeah, but then when we start talking, you're nowhere around. Right. Yeah, I know that.
Right now, what should we talk about on this beautiful? Oh yeah, we should talk about how Palestine always gets screwed by Israel. All right.
Yeah.
So.
I really don't care. I hope Palestine just like bombs all of Israel and leaves nothing left. That's where I'm at
honestly,
with them at this point.
But you know what though? I will say I feel bad for Jewish people because all these like Eurotrash goyim are basically causing them anti-Semitism by carpet bombing a bunch of Semites for no reason.
But I mean, did everyone forget that Palestine used to be a peaceful country until after World War II, whenever they literally forced all the Jewish into Israel? They were like Jews and Muslims living next door to each other. You know?
Yep.
That's what happens. When outside influences come into your country, you can pretty much say you're screwed.
Yep.
That's just all there is to it.
Yeah. And everyone says it's so complicated. Not really. You know, one side is dominating the other side while crying victim.
Yeah, how is that complicated? I don't get it.
It really isn't. It's like it's basically the person who wants to wage war. It's basically the person who wants to wage war is also crying sympathy. Doesn't that sound familiar? Like some other online personalities we know of, Scott?
Actually sounds very familiar of quite a few.
Yeah.
Two
first
of them in particular, we won't be mentioning. First, they want to threaten to kill you,
and then when you call them out on the threat, they say, "Oh, he bullied me, he's harassing me."
Yeah, one makes tea out of dirt, and the other one lives in a house constructed of pallets.
Yep.
I don't have you muted, David. You muted yourself. I don't have that control over it. It's David is having a hashtag boomer moment right here live on the CrayolaSec Harsh Reality.
Yeah, I think it's not a boomer moment. I think it's WebEx having its boomer moment. Because every time you hit the mute button, that's what happens sometimes.
No, I think he's an unverified account. That's why he keeps doing that.
Yeah, okay.
It says he's unverified. He says, hang on a second. We're hanging on. Sorry. Oh, and he leaves. Okay, that's how you fix it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the whole situation is just gross. It really is when it comes to that. And the sad part is nobody cares, you know.
Well, I mean, people do care. It's just none of the ones in the right areas of, are in a position to do anything about it. No, I mean, nobody's here, so.
Right. But if it's Ukraine, God forbid if you don't pay attention to it.
It's easy to do. I mean, just don't pick up a phone.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing is, I hate to say it, but this is basically another example of white supremacy, really. You know, Oh, the light-skinned Eastern Europeans, we got to save them. The brown-skinned Semites, them. That's what it is. Sadly. And we won't even get started on the U.S. military program in Africa.
Well, what's going on with that? I haven't even really looked into that.
Although, to be fair, Africa is being colonized by the U.S. and the Chinese. So
there he is.
Oh my God! Can you hear me again?
Yes, we can hear you. So yeah, what are your thoughts on the latest issues in Israel and Palestine?
Well, I missed half of it because WebEx kicked me out. But we're talking about the war, correct?
Yes, we are talking about the war. Well, the occupation, really.
So, I mean, I've heard, many times over the last year, like, oh, there's a couple bombings here and there and a couple missiles shot here and there. So it's kind of weird to see it like turn into like an all-out war for once. That there is kind of shocking. But, as far as my understanding goes, I could be wrong because I'm not totally up to date with everything. Like, Hamas is beating Palestine, at least for their government. They're pretty much considered a terrorist group since like 1987 or some shit like that. And they've taken a lot of civilians hostage, and Israel is like, hey, we're tired of this shit. And they started going to like carpet bombing them after Hamas shot like 3,000 missiles or something like that into their country. Correct?
I mean, that's what the Israelis claim, but they seem to lie about all sorts of things, so who knows?
True. Well, I mean, you can never trust any of the media. It has to be something independent because, once again, if they can say 3,000, U.S. can say 3,000, until I see a body count, like see each body, I'm not going to believe any of it. It might sound bad, but, it's just
this week they lied that 40 babies were killed and all that, and then 5 minutes later, CNN is of all places reported, yeah, this was never confirmed.
Yeah, so not even like confirmed, but like in order to believe that, where's the evidence? It's hard to believe anything any other media says, even in the U.S. I mean, I'm not saying I trust U.S. media, but without seeing facts like pictures and videos and stuff like that, how do you really know what to believe? And it's more or less doesn't go down to those facts. It's just like the overall concept. Like now they're at war. You have Hamas and Israel going at it, trying to kill each other. This hasn't happened in a long time. Like I said, like an all-out war. They've had incidents here and there, but this is pretty much an all-out war now.
It is. I mean, it's been an all-out slaughter for a long time. It's just now they're being more honest about it, which is very ironic considering how long they've lied about how long they've been lying about conflict.
True.
It harkens back to what my old U.S. Constitutional teacher used to say in high school. He always used to say, I would watch Western media and then I watch Eastern media and then find the truth somewhere in the middle. Like that's how he always used to do that in regards to like Middle Eastern conflicts or news all over the world. He's like, he'd watch the Western media, watch the Eastern media, and then be like, okay,
that's why
the truth is somewhere in between.
In the United States of America, like for most, I mean, not saying for all, but like to get, at least in my opinion, the best source of truth, watch BBC America. Like BBC is like, they're over there. They don't try to spin stuff as much. They do spin a couple of things, but not as much as our media does. True. But I mean, it's better than what we have here, at least. Oh, by the way, I'm Commander Dave Miller. Harsh didn't welcome me on the show, so I'd like to say hi to everyone.
Of course, our guy David Miller in the flesh.
To hell with you, David Miller. Welcome to CSHR Radio.
Yeah, it's the first time I don't have a mask on. Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, to be fair, the mask has kind of been spoiled. I'm at the point, if you want the rest of my masks, I'll just give them to you.
Dude, I'll take anything I can get. But
next time I'll give you 3 masks.
Well, now it's more or less like a Million Mask March, at least here in Chicago, is more or less like, hey, let's go down and meet together for like 20 minutes and then just go get some food and drinks and get hammered and talk about things. Like more or less than like actual protesting. So
that's the last
it's still a good time, but it's not what it used to be.
The last 2 times I've been at our quote unquote march, that's basically what it's been with David and I.
And it's been absolute shit because I've been left to organize it for the past 5 years now.
That's one thing we missed as far as merchandise is concerned. CSHR Radio face masks.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm still waiting on a T-shirt, Harsh.
Medium-sized T-shirt. Well, the guy on the right is in charge of organizing that with Vistaprint and stuff. So
all I need is
the lava lamp.
Oh yeah, my satanic lava lamp. Yeah, that's right there in that corner.
It's awesome.
My satanic lava lamp. It's got like a goat and it's got a pentagram on the top. It's pretty cool.
Really? That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all I'm waiting for is for you to say, "Hey, we need more shirts."
Okay, well, yeah, we need more shirts. So.
All right then.
Like raffle them off on the show. Be like, hey, if you call it and make a good enough point, we'll give you one.
Oh, we do that, but then we get these weird phone calls that, that are subject to mental facilities sometimes. So we have to be careful with that sometimes.
Yeah, okay. I get that.
I mean, we'll get people calling in and they'll say stuff like...
So basically, they gave the testicular tube a hand job.
Or they'll be angry and you'll hear something like...
I know how that goes.
Yeah, no, I'm not, dude. I'm fucking sitting here in goddamn Tennessee where no one else is around me.
They get really angry sometimes.
Well, how do you think people in Kansas feel? There's nobody else around you for even further.
I don't know. Holy's in Kansas, and he seems to
talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does. Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face. What about buttered sausage?
So I love butter. I love sausage. So your definition is like literal buttered sausage we're talking about, not anything weird, right?
Yep.
Well, I guess you and Gary Busey have something to talk about.
Well, why don't? Well, you don't.
Let's talk about your cable ASO.
Let's talk about buttered sausage.
What are you, a communist?
No,
I like buttered sausage, but it's funny because Gary Busey always talks about buttered sausage. That's the whole joke.
Oh.
In the voice
it's
clip.
part of my soundboard. It's a voice clip.
Yeah.
I'm not up to date on pretty much anything.
These are some really boring sound. I need some new clips. We need somebody. Okay, we need to get somebody to make some dumb phone calls and like get people spinning out on the other end, so I can get some more voice clips to put in the soundboard. Because I mean, this is priceless right here.
So basically, they gave the testicular tube a hand job.
What?
You can hear that what? So basically, they gave the testicular tube a hand job. That's not how they test you for testicular cancer.
Weird. It's a little awkward. But...
Yeah, I don't think that's how they test you for testicular cancer. I could be wrong. I mean,
No, they have tracers now too, where you like have to ingest something that is a bit radioactive, and it just flows through your bloodstream, and that's how they detect the cancer.
Kind of like UV medicine and stuff when you go to an MRI.
Yeah, like
contrast. They have that too.
Like contrast. The stuff that they put in your veins whenever you go for a CT scan. That liquid stuff. It makes you light up like a Christmas tree under the right environment.
The stuff they put in you when you're going for the MRI, it's not even the contrast. It's just like, oh yeah, it's going to feel hot, and then it's cold, and then it's hot. It's going to make you feel like you're shitting yourself. My God, it does. Was that one not that long ago?
It's a wonderful feeling.
Weird. It's awkward.
Here, we're going to put you in the hospital, and now we're going to give you things to make you feel like you're going to defecate everywhere. That's
make you think it feel even worse, like you should stay at the hospital.
We need you to get your rest, and then they wake you up every hour on the hour at night, in the middle of the night. Oh yeah, we need to check your blood pressure. I'm asleep, you jackass. I'm not dead, okay? I'll let you know if I die.
Go back to sleep. Well, how am I supposed to go back to sleep? Now it's gonna take me a half an hour to an hour to do that. You're just gonna wake me up again.
All right, here it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Let's wake him up and give him a sleeping pill. That's
give me a Xanax. Shit.
Kind of counterproductive, but they've done it. They have done it. Would you like a melatonin? It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. Would you like a melatonin to try and help you go to sleep? No, I want you to leave me the fuck alone. Just get out of my fucking room and I might be able to get some sleep. God damn. Go away.
I didn't hit my button. Come on.
Carry your little gnome-looking ass out of my room, please. Thank you.
I'll be like, okay.
I'm just trying to help you, sir. No, you're not. You're bothering me. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't need a fucking sleeping pill. I need for you to go sit in a nurse's station.
Especially if you're asleep and they wake you up to ask you if you need a sleeping pill. What the fuck do you think?
I have had that happen before. Yeah, they've literally done that. Wake me up at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Would you like a melatonin to help you sleep? I was asleep. You just woke me up. What the fuck? Why are you trying to give me more drugs? Leave me alone.
Give me your phone number. We'll see when you're asleep on your off day at fucking 2 in the morning.
You just call them, yeah. Call their kid at 2 o'clock in the morning. That way they can wake up to a crying child or screaming child. Here you go, you fucking asshole. Remember when you woke me up when I was trying to sleep? Here you go.
Karma, bitch.
That's what Harsh does. He just does these shows just to trigger me and watch me rant for an hour straight.
You know, I've kind of noticed that in the very few I've seen, but he does that in real life too. He'll start on a topic and then like tune out on his phone for like 20 minutes, and you're just like going on and on and on.
Yeah, and while you're talking to him, he's like, he'll go like, yeah, uh-huh, yeah.
I mean, if you're on a roll, why stop you?
What I'll do is, like, if he's on the phone and he starts doing that to me, I'll start, like, telling him all kind of crazy shit, and he'll go, yeah, that's true. We're like, yeah,
Well,
the sky's actually pink.
At this point.
The sky's actually pink. We're not flat Earth. We're shaped like a bowl, and Harsh is just like, yeah, I heard that the other day. Yeah, I saw that on CNN. Yeah.
He is very good with sport, more than I thought he would be. So.
I mean, I don't want to be like the nurses who wake you up while you're trying to sleep. No, if you want to go to sleep, go to sleep. If you're on a rant,
what kind of analogy is that? So
well, yeah, sleeping is one thing, ranting is another. Come on. Man.
Well, yeah, but it's not only that. He's just like, he's just. I'm just, I don't want to bother you like the nurses when you're trying to sleep, so I ignore you during a conversation. Right. How is that even the same thing? That's not even close to the.
Well, I mean, if I want to dominate a live stream, I just do the monologues where I'm just ranting about what's wrong with people being retarded. If I'm going to be on a show with multiple people, I want them to be speaking as much as me, if not more. That's how I look at it.
If we did shows about that, we would have like 17-hour-long shows.
Right.
We can't do that. No.
Well, StreamYard caps us off at 8, but
Well, I mean, yeah, but it would go ahead and be divided up into multiple, and you'd have to edit it and all that. Which editing is not fun.
Could you imagine live streaming for 8 hours straight? Be like Daniel.
I remember
streaming. I remember back in the day we used to
live stream for 8-12 hours straight. Yeah, every Saturday.
Sitting there streaming to a bunch of 12-year-olds video games with no shirt on.
Hey! They were at least 15, man. They were at least 15. Okay?
Shut up, Daniel.
No, I think the audience was like 45 and over when we were doing that. We'd have these shows called Sabrina Saturdays.
85-year-old guy just tune in and go.
Right.
That's how you get the viewing for the rest of the show. He's just
Anyway, Sabrina Giesler, one of my old friends from GNN and Harsh Reality and Collective Rewilding. She and I used to co-host these roundtables that would go on for 8-12 hours about how we have to like save the world and be activists and how to plant farm, how to plant food and all that stuff.
Yeah, thank fucking Jesus I've never had to witness or have to participate in something like that. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Thank you, Hart.
So they actually got kind of interesting toward the end of them, but
towards the end, I'm not going to sit there for 8 fucking hours for 20 minutes worth of engaging conversation. I'm sorry, it's just not. No, I'd rather go to a dentist appointment.
Like the one where you need like a root canal or fucking post put in or something like.
Can you give me a root canal? This is pretty boring.
Well, see, root canals actually don't hurt. Root canals actually relieve the pain. But getting a post or something like that, fuck that. Ooh.
Yeah, never having 4 root canals in a day. That was pretty painful.
Oh yeah, getting all 4 wisdom teeth pulled out, and the first thing they said was, "Don't smoke." Get out there 5 minutes later, light a cigarette.
So basically, they gave the testicular tube a hand job.
Right. 4 of them.
High-End Hobo says, Harsh is live casting from his bathroom. That doesn't surprise me. Harsh only knows that from his birthday live stream where he fell asleep on. Okay. Hobo, if you could, please resend that comment in English, if you don't mind.
Oh, there's a chat?
Yeah, I don't know what language. Those were words. They were definitely words. Words.
Yeah. Well, there is someone live streaming from his bathroom tonight, but it isn't me. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, he's in a hotel room, so I mean, he can get away. We'll
allow that. I have a home right now. I went from having 3 homes down to 0. But how do I get this like overall chat? Because I just have Harsh Foncannon Med.
Oh, okay, you're in the WebEx. Click on that, but don't connect your devices. But if you go and click on the StreamYard link that Harsh posted in the chat.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah, but just don't click on the, don't connect your devices to it, because then it'll disconnect you from the WebEx call.
Okay,
And that way you can see what we're seeing on the screen.
Audio connection.
Yeah, just
it's a video address?
I don't know. I don't know what your address is.
I'm just seeing what y'all sent me. There's meeting link, meeting number, video address.
The meeting link is where you are now.
Okay. That's my home.
Yeah.
Video address.
The other one is StreamYard. CrayolaSec still has that pinned comment up there. 7/23/2022 special guest.
I do remember falling asleep on a live stream, but it wasn't a birthday live stream. It was some other live stream.
I remember someone getting grotesquely drunk and throwing up all over a live stream one time. I'm not going to mention any names.
That was messy. I don't know how you could do that.
Was that hard?
And I missed it. I wasn't even paying attention to the screen. I was like off doing something else.
That's gross. Why are you telling us about how you're throwing up?
He goes, I'm not going to say who this person was, but then he's like, y'all didn't see that on the live stream, did you? I was like, no, what are you talking about? I just puked everywhere. And I was like, no, I didn't see it. Then he goes back like the next day and looks at the live stream himself. He's like, oh my God, that whole scene with me puking everywhere was all over it, dude. What the fuck? Like, no, I was not even at my desk.
You got
I couldn't see it.
garbage can or something? Like,
I don't know what that.
You just keep going on the floor. Like, you need a garbage can or something to be like, decent, respectful.
Hobo says Harsh fell asleep during one of his birthday shows, either during
It wasn't during a
COVID
birthday
right
show.
before.
It was during an interview with the Progressive.
You fell asleep during an interview?
Yeah, because I was just like, God, I've had a long day, and the next thing, and everyone made memes about it, and then everyone laughed. So that did happen before.
You fell asleep in the middle of an interview. That's perfect. So, how's your feelings about the U.S. economy? David, were you able to figure it out, or?
No, I just see me, Scott, and Harsh.
No. If you click on the StreamYard link, you see the StreamYard. Oh, you got to put it in the chat, Harsh. I didn't put it in the chat. That's why
that's why I can't find it. Come on, Harsh, man.
He wants to be able to see that the. Abdullah Al Farid says, "Hi, I'm Troy, and Harsh falls asleep at many places."
It's first day, by the way.
Well,
no, I'm not, dude. I'm fucking sitting here in goddamn Tennessee where no one.
And Troy was also the one responsible for this voice clip right here.
Yeah, no, I'm not, dude. I'm fucking sitting here in goddamn Tennessee where no one else is around me. Dude, Troy is fucking hanging out with your goddamn bitch, dude. Troy is fucking in chat with you. With you right the fuck now. You're gonna say I sit with motherfucking. Are you fucking serious right now, motherfucker? He's sitting with you.
It is anger to another level. Like, that is next level. Like,
dude, well, I mean, he's only like 2.5 feet tall, so he has a right to be mad.
Well, I'm not much taller. So.
No, he makes you look like a giant, David. That's how short.
Yeah, no, I mean, he would make a garden gnome look like a giant.
So basically, they gave the testicular tube a hand job.
Who's messaging me during the show? It's probably Harsh.
Oh no, I think it was maybe me. I think it's a group chat.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Hold on. He sent it to me. I can send it.
Because Harsh is too distracted.
Yeah, he's just dragging his ass right now. He's sitting there playing in chats instead of paying attention to what the hell he's doing. Doesn't surprise me none.
Playing making money or what?
Harsh Med. Why are we not connected anymore? Where is it? Oh, there you are. I was about to say, did you unfriend me? What the fuck?
Harsh is sending something. Oh,
and just dump it in the damn chat. It doesn't matter. This development, everybody's asleep anyway. Nobody's paying attention in that chat. I mean,
maybe
for Christ's sakes, we have a congressional hopeful in that chat, and I don't know. Is he still alive? Did he die or something? Because I haven't seen
I
him
don't
in a while.
know.
David
He
Strider, if you're
might have.
listening, yeah, Hobo, he probably did block me because he's just a dick like that. Where's Jay? I have no idea. I have no idea where Jay is. Harsh, you should do a Weekend at Bernie's costume for Halloween. Absolutely. Either that or the Bollywood Kentucky Fried or a Bollywood Kenny Rogers.
No.
Yes.
oh, there we go.
Yes, now you can see the comments, Mr. David.
Yeah, yes. This is a whole different view.
Yeah, well, that's what's actually going out on the live stream itself. That's not on the radio. That's the live stream.
No, it wasn't a birthday show. It was one of the other roundtables, I will say.
It was one of the roundtables, and I was drunk as usual.
But it was during that time, I will say. It was during that time. It wasn't on a birthday.
I think the funniest one I ever seen Harsh in was whenever he went to Joe Charter's house to scream at somebody completely different on a different podcast. That was great.
Oh. Yeah, he was on the page, Mark Rogers. I'm like, Mark, you're a fucking loser. You don't get it.
He's like, thank you, Mark. Thank you for having me on your show today. And what I wanted to talk about today is that you're just a plain fucking moron. I just wanted you to, it's like, wow, just right out of the gate, huh? Yeah, okay.
You still believe in voting. What's wrong with you?
He just had a stroke. As soon as he asked him the first question, Harsh just has a stroke just right out of the gate. Well, I mean, that's what happens whenever you're in somebody's place where they have like $750,000 worth of equipment and they only might know how to use like 3 pieces of it. You know? I still think it's funny when people ask me, what do you need more than one screen for? Do you realize all of the different things I have going on at one time? Yeah. I have 3 different screens. All 3 of them's got something different going. You know why? Because I know how to use technology. People who live in pallets with no electricity don't know anything about technology. That's why you can't afford nothing more than an iPhone 6. Here. I'm sorry? No, stop threatening me with that, you piece of shit. If you keep on, I'm going to fire up the turntables. Do you really want that to happen, sir? Is that what you're trying to accomplish?
What, you're going to play all of Joe Charter's music?
We'll put him as a background music for the entire show. You're fucking with me. Joe Charter. I love how it lists him as an artist. Let's see. What's one of the worst songs that you've heard him do, Harsh?
I don't know. That's a lot of songs.
The Joe Charter Experience. Really? This is not 80s hair bands. Come on, dude. Fucking cut it out.
I think his latest music video is pretty cringe.
Dockster strikes again. He starts spinning Cajun techno on. You know, Cajun techno actually sounds kind of funny. I might try to invent that over the weekend. Cajun techno. Here we go. Here's Joe Charter. That one's called Long Distance Daddy. What? Geez, David, that just offended David to the point to where he just rage quit the call. Where'd he go?
No, it was he had issues with the technology.
Well, I mean, if you want, we could dump WebEx and just go straight into StreamYard. It's up to you. Harsh?
Yes, absolutely.
Are you paying attention? Well, I mean, he's already back, so let him in. Okay, there he is. Hi, David. Welcome to the show. So glad you could join us.
Well, thank you for having me. Again, no, it's seriously like really annoying that it does that.
What are you holding in your hand? Are you like giving us a cease and desist order or something?
Yes, actually, This is for Harsh. You need to cease and desist your radio show.
This is a cease and desist to stop playing Joe Charter music on your podcast.
It's too offensive.
It's too offensive. It's too offensive. It hurts people's feelings. What was that other one, Harsh? Harsh, you got to send David the YouTube link for that last video that you sent me. The one where he sounds like.
Are you talking about the one where he like tries to be Ace of Base and he's like dancing?
He's dancing around in his like a studio with no shirt on. That one.
Oh my god! Okay,
you have to send that to David. You have to send that to David. Hobo says he tries to live cast from his Etch-a-Sketch.
Oh man, I missed those things.
Me too, man. That's whenever life was good. Good to have you home. No gain without the pain. This is the next breakout hit from Joe Charter.
Oh my god.
Ooh, it sounds ominous. It's very ominous sounding, and I'm almost scared. Yeah, David, go in the radio development chat and look at that that link that was just sent there. That's the name of the song. Sing It With You. I just want to sing it with you. Yeah.
I want to sing it with you. You want to sing it with me. Like, oh my god.
And it's like the same line over and over and over again.
And the majority of the time he's just like talking. Do you really feel
Do
it?
you? Yeah.
Do
like I'm big.
Like,
I'm really.
He
does sound like will.i.am and Chunky.
No, you want to know the crazy part about this? When Joe Charter came on the show to actually play music and sing songs, he was somewhat decent. He actually sounded like normal. He sounded like a talented musician. And when he does these stupid videos, you're just like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Do you remember whenever I finally had enough of his crap and I finally kicked him off of our team?
Yeah.
And he was like, he went to one of the other ladies, David. This was funny as hell. He went to one of the other ladies and was like, I sent you a friend request, and if you continue being friends with Harsh and Scott, I'm taking the friend request back. She's like, okay, well then fucking bye.
Right.
So terrible.
But you know what's the crazy part? A week before then, when you were talking about like, you know, ways to make money off the show and all that stuff, and then Joe Charter like drops a fucking link in the group. Hey guys, here's a Trump supporting group. We need to fight for free speech. It's like, you idiot. You're the one complaining about making money on these things. When we have like an actual business going on, you're like,
no.
Hey, well,
Hobo's asking if that's the guy from Australia. No, that
free
was
speech. What the fuck?
That was Jamie, and Jamie. I forgot Jamie's last name, but Jamie's was having issues. That's why he's no longer part of the show.
Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie. What's his face? He got kind of strung out on drugs real bad, so we had to let him go for that.
Oh no, Jamie was posting other stuff. He wasn't the one posting the Trump group or something.
No, that was Joe Charter, the man that accidentally endorsed a white supremacy group. Which I'm still trying to figure out how
accidentally endorse that.
I don't know. That was my question. How do you accidentally support or endorse?
Oh yeah, white power. Fucking.
It was confused. I got confused between white collar and white supremacy.
He's like, I can't believe I supported a white supremacy group. We start live streaming the conversation, and like 15 minutes into it, he sees Majesta on the right side of the screen, and he's like, "Who's the hot tamale on the right?" And you're like, "Oh."
It's like, dude, you're like 65 years old, and she's like 30. Just shut up. Just stop. You're disgusting.
Well,
Hobo says, Jamie friend requested me and got mad at me in IM when I deleted his request.
Y'all are mean to Jamie.
No, we're not. I mean, I was perfectly okay with Jamie. His stories were funny and stuff, but when he started talking about, like, when we were live, and he's like, okay, I'm going to go smoke some meth now. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Well. I know. But still, it's like, come on.
No, I mean, I just got to the point where I can hear you guys. So with the YouTube video, I can't do it while listening.
Oh yeah, no, it's not worth damaging your brain.
No, you don't want to hear that. That's pretty terrible.
My brain's already down. That's all.
You know what's the crazy part about Joe Charter? Even his brother is like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? Even his own brother is like, yeah, Joe's lost his mind. He blocked me. I'm like, what?
What no, what gets me is it. Yeah, hobo. Yeah, I'm gonna go smoke meth as he lights up a tampon. Yep, that's about right. No, I mean Joe just got me. He got so angry.
Wanted every guy to be shirtless.
He got so angry one night, David, because like he went off into like this retard rant for some reason, and I was like making fun of him for it. He's like, "Are we going to talk about the news? We're here to talk about the news, and what are we here to talk about?" I was like, "Whatever the fuck me and Harsh want to talk about. This is our show. If you don't fucking like it, leave."
Joe Charter. I remember he came like an hour late to the show. He's like, "What are we going to talk about the news?" I'm like, "We just finished talking about the headline.
We've done the news for like a whole hour."
Right. Just he was so focused on the wrong stuff. I mean, Joe was just messed up. JB's awesome. He just, it's just not.
Yeah, he
all
just
the way
has
there,
some.
but
I don't have no ill will towards Jamie, but
I love Jamie's still a close friend of mine. He's helped me out a lot in the past. So
Joe could kiss my black ass.
Yeah, Joe Charter is just a retard. And then he like tries to talk shit about like how I'm an alcoholic and a pill popper and stuff. And I'm like, Joe, you really want to go deep into what you did? What the type of life you're living? Your alcoholism basically killed your ex-girlfriend, and you want to fucking talk shit about other people's vices? That's the thing that pissed me off. I was like, Joe, I'm trying to be nice. Like you don't want to really like I know his secrets.
Bo
like,
says
that dude.
I tried to get Harsh to do a live caster version of Talk Soup.
I don't know. Talk Soup's like yours and Bo's generation.
Mine. You don't even know how to use a cell phone correctly, and you're going to sit here and bash my generation? Really? What the hell is wrong with you?
Well, no, I'm not bashing. I'm just saying Talk Soup was like the Gen X era.
Oh, so you finally got to give Gen X some props. Hashtag Boomer Harsh.
Boomer Harsh says the 44-year-old who's going on 65.
I think I've skipped 65. I think I'm going on like 255 now. That's at least that's what I feel like.
You know what's the funniest thing? I remember one time Scott's like, "Who the hell's retarded enough to believe I'm not 44 years old?" And then like half the comments are littered with people saying, "Scott, I'm 51. There's no way you're not older than me."
Look, I keep low lighting and everything like this on purpose. I tried doing the whole bad angle thing for my weight for the longest time, but it just didn't work anymore. So I figured, fuck it. Yeah. Yes, I'm not a fat guy. Oh my God, it's amazing.
Yeah. David's having technical issues with WebEx.
And thank you, David. You're going to have to leave and rejoin the call, please. No, it sucks. Stop muting your damn microphone and you wouldn't have that problem. Yeah, right. Bullshit.
But yeah, David looks like a 12-year-old.
He just 30. Gave us a titty shot.
Yeah, he's talking about how he's gotten fatter in the last few years, which is true. He used to be very skinny.
But he didn't have to show us his boobs. See, it's only because he's muted, and now he's like freaking out on the other end over there because we can't hear what he's saying.
Now, you know how these Irish people are, Scott.
She's like, 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1001, 1002. That's more than 1 second, David.
1003, 1004, 1005.
And he leaves the call.
Yeah, you know what these Irish people, Scott, you know how they're like sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I might have to come up with a new Gambit Constantine says, take it off. No, we're not gonna this is not that kind of show there, buddy.
Oh yeah, I remember when we did have a birthday show one of the years. Hart Honer's like, I'm in a robe shirtless. You guys should take your shirts off too. It's like, oh God.
No. No. I'm going out on a limb and saying no to that one. I don't
This
even
was
look.
back then. Now he doesn't do that. But back
I
then
mean,
he used to do stuff like
yeah,
that.
but I wouldn't even
Some of
do
us would
that.
oblige when we weren't the most
Unmute
sober.
your goddamn microphone, David. I don't hear you.
Hello there.
Really, you don't hear me? Seriously.
There he is. There he is.
God damn, no, this is so annoying. Is that because I'm unverified? How do I do that? Because if that stops all this crap from happening, like, yeah, I'm down to do that.
Well, like I said earlier, we could dump WebEx and just go straight over to StreamYard if y'all wanted to do it that way. That's strictly up to y'all.
I'm not sure this is the first time I've ever kind of even viewed StreamYard. I'm not sure how good that is or not.
Let's just, well, then what we'll do is sometime later during the weekend or during the week before Tuesday's show, me and you will get together and I'll teach you how to use everything.
How to use the internet.
Yeah, well, not how to use the internet, but how to use the apps we use, because, I mean, it gets kind of funky for everybody at first.
Okay, what is that? What is that, Art?
What?
He doesn't know.
What you just ate? Come on, man.
Oh, I just had fried rice with like ground turkey.
Beef fried?
Egg fried, yeah.
Egg fried rice, like Chinese rice.
Yeah, no, we just got from a place kind of near here in Downers Grove. It was like $40. We got the egg ragoon, the egg foo young, the big one, and the soup.
Yeah.
Ooh, delicious. It lasts forever. We still got the egg foo young. Like, it's spot on. Like Double Dragon is what it's called. So anybody nearby, that's the place to go for it.
I might go there if I don't feel like cooking my own fried rice and egg fried rice in the morning.
Yeah, you're close to me if I'm not mistaken. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty close. Yeah. But yeah, that's the whole thing. It's just the whole thing is crazy how far everything's like just moved, like changed in the last few years. Because before, like the page used to be a borderline frat house.
It still pretty much is.
I mean, no, like it used to be even more. Like it used to be like if you had like late night random happenings and we were like, hey, take your shirt off. Hey, let's do some shots.
David,
and,
that last comment in the thread. That last comment in the thread is for you, sir.
I gotta go back. Let me see if I can do this without getting unmuted.
There he is. Yeah, he just pulled it up on the screen.
Gambit says, not trying to sound like it, and there's no insult, but David looks like a young Steve Jobs.
Well, thank you for the comment. Except I fucking hate Apple.
Yeah,
like Bill Gates, that would have been better.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, they're both evil pieces
again.
Shit,
I want to look like some delusional billionaire.
I wish.
Well, you said you wanted to look like Bill Gates. No.
Yeah, well, it's better than Steve Jobs.
Well, no, it's not.
I mean, Bill Gates was on the island, so I'm not really sure if that's the truth or not.
Well, at least they don't produce like shitty, inferior, overpriced devices.
Visiting Epstein Island's okay, but producing shitty phones, that's the lie.
Yes, no, fuck your iPhone.
Damn.
Okay, and apparently I can't get back to
Oh my god, no, but iPhones are trash, and so is Steve Jobs.
Oh, wait a minute. Actually, there we go. No, I can't.
But yeah, but
thank you. You're not sounding like a dick. I get that from everybody. Take it off. What is that referring to?
That was whenever you were removing your shirt, whenever you couldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to see my big tits.
Wait.
Your big old titties. Talk to me about Joe Charter. What is this?
Yep. David Miller Charter taking his shirt off.
That's perfect because it's like you're in a bathroom and now you don't have your shirt on, so that's brilliant. What the?
Well, just be glad I don't get in the shower like in a minute.
Just wait until we go offline before you do that, please. I mean, we're going to eventually get canceled. We're going to eventually get canceled, but I don't want to.
Oh yeah, speaking of getting canceled,
I asked Harsh specifically, what can I not do on this show? He's like, nothing.
No, we're not on regular radio tonight, so you can do whatever you want. I don't care.
Yeah, basically anything. Just keep
as long as it's not against Facebook community standards.
What if I could join the chat? Am I going to get fucked over? Am I going to go on mute again?
What? I don't know. What chat are you talking about?
StreamYard. Let's try it. Connect.
No, it should stay unmuted in the background.
Right.
If you just open that window up. Right. Gambit says, "Make it rain."
Oh my god.
No, he's already in the shower. I mean, technically, he can make it rain with water, but no.
Yeah.
Stop it, Gambit. You bad influence.
Maybe that's it. Like every show I go on, I should just pick like a random place to go for. Oh, yeah, more time like okay. Perfect.
David's like, every show I'm on, they treat me like I'm just a sex object. They always want to see me shirtless.
I know how that is, man. It's just part of life. I've been through it for how many years?
How is that part of life?
You're a
I don't
sex object.
know.
Sometimes you just can't change things, man.
Jeez.
I don't even know anymore.
All I know is when Hart was on, when first started coming on the show, you know, he would always be shirtless. And then people would ask me to take my shirt off on the late night shows because he's like, "Oh, Hart shirtless. You should take your shirt off too, Hart."
It's hot in here.
Jesus.
In my defense, like it is. She keeps it boiling hot. I like it cool because I run warm. Yeah, I'm usually shirtless and naked. So just that stuff again. So for now.
Right. But yeah, those are the wild days. Those are the crazier days compared to now. You know, ever since I've been on the show with Scott, I feel like a much older person.
Yeah, he actually learned how to use some apps recently. It was amazing.
You know, I just feel like a 65-year-old instead of a 75-year-old.
I get that.
You know. I'm tired of this shit. Stop calling me Bowser. I don't care. You're retarded. Go to sleep. I remember one time I think I made a reference about Scott looking like Bowser, and then Hoey of all people says, "Well, it makes sense. His son got robbed by a dot." And I'm like, "Oh my god."
I still say you need to dress up as a Bollywood.
Yeah, but that only works if you and Olivia dress up as Bowser and Princess Peach. Otherwise, I'm not gonna do that.
I mean, she's small enough to be Princess Peach.
Can I
But
do
I would have
Luigi?
to like gain 200
If you want,
pounds.
just find Mario and you'll be fine.
Are you tall enough
Mario's
to
a
be
little
Luigi?
bit.
You could be Mario. Oh no, you're too tall, Harsh. Never mind.
But Luigi deserves more attention. Mario gets everything because he's the.
Hey, maybe we could go find Philip Burleson and we can make him Mario. Like pre mushroom Mario.
Oh my god!
I could be a mushroom. Actually, yeah, I'd rather be a mushroom.
You want to be a
Giant-ass
Goomba,
mushroom.
or you want to be like the mushroom that makes Mario grow?
The mushroom that makes him grow.
Okay, so we need to keep you away from Philip so he doesn't attempt to eat you.
God. I hate mushrooms.
Well,
I make it myself.
we'll have Jay dress up as like Luigi and David dress up as Mario.
There you go. There you go. So we'll dress you up as like one of the bullets.
That's awesome.
You know, one of those, the ones that go, and then you jump on them and they go.
Wait, how does that go?
They go, you know, whenever they come out of the thing or whatever. Yeah, shrooms, Gambit. That's exactly what we're talking about right now. Shrooms. You're completely right. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So if we do that, what was that? Oh wait, Hobo, Bullet Bill, Hobo. What was the name? It was Bollywood. What? What were we trying to get him to dress as? Bollywood. God, David, don't do that, please. Sit down.
Oh,
your tits are hanging out. No, that's not cool.
Those aren't my tits. Those are my girl's tits.
It's your girl's tits?
They're huge.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
My tits are huge. But I'm not going to put those in there.
Bollywood Kenny Rogers. That's it. Bollywood Kenny Rogers. Yes.
I don't even know how that would work, because if you dress up with like long black hair, you just look like a Siddharji.
Bollywood Kenny Rogers, and we'll have him.
Well,
like
who would
holding
get the Kenny Rogers reference? I just look like Dollar.
Well, I mean, if there
is
a
Man TV shit.
Isn't there a Kenny Rogers Roasters out there? You know, chicken restaurant. You could hold one of those signs, and then you would fit in.
I I don't know. I just look Punjabi then. I just look like a Sikh.
So
This
basically,
long hair and the turban and everything. It's like,
Hobo says are Bollywood Bear Reynolds. Yeah, that would be perfect.
How is it Bo has like the references of a 95-year-old, even though he's in like
I
his
have
early
no
50s?
idea. I have no idea.
Like I see some of his memes and they're like faces on and they're like bands from like the 1940s. It's like,
what if he's not really in his 50s? Oh.
What if he's really 50?
What if he's not really? What if he's older than that? Huh?
Well, it definitely explain a lot.
No, it wouldn't. No, it
I just
wouldn't.
remember the man TV. Hi, I'm Kenny Rogers. He's like fucking.
I don't know. Half his pop culture references are from the 40s and 50s, from the late 40s to early 60s.
Maybe he's
so,
just an old soul.
Would.
Maybe he's just an old soul. That's all it is. He's just an old soul.
Well, like I grew up listening to like 60s music because of my parents. And it was like, how do you know that? You're only like 2 weeks old. You're in '92. Well, yeah, you know.
Yeah, but that's different than if your parents force you to
Those
listen to
influences.
music.
Well, they don't force it. After they still continue to kind of listen to it, just like those influences you have. Maybe he has influences
well, yeah. I mean, my
100 years
parents
ago.
Well, yeah, my parents are the same way with 60s, 70s, and 80s music. When we listened to that when we were kids, it was not of a choice, but you didn't really hate it either.
Harsh would always come up with the funniest stories when he talks about how his dad would get angry and stuff, and then he would go into like the weird Indian accent.
Yeah.
I told you I will beat you bloody, you bastard.
You do not listen to me.
I don't know. What did I don't even know when I mentioned any of those stories.
I don't remember. I was high.
He says no, they are. Most of them from the 70s and 80s. False. 70s maybe. I'd say more 60s.
Insulting our viewers, please, sir. Jesus Christ.
You're
gonna make me look for that.
What, the Joe Charter one?
No.
Oh, the Mario Brothers.
Oh, I hate you. I'm gonna have this stuck in my head the whole night, man. So you gonna sit in my car smoking a cigarette? I hate you more now.
I can almost see like Joe like bouncing across the screen. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, I could really see that. I could really, I just looked up his new song on one of my players on like the music apps itself, and it doesn't even show up. He's doing great.
Oh Jesus. My God, that song was so terrible.
I'm looking for it again.
Yeah. You want to sing it with me? I want to sing it with you. Like, why would you? What type of song?
You sing?
I don't know.
Oh,
okay. That's why I couldn't find it. I kept misspelling the title. I kept saying "sing with me" instead of "sing it with you." Sing it. Sing it with Joe Charter. No.
I hope he was like completely wasted when he made that song. Because if he was sober and he did that, I just be like, wow, you'd become senile. No. Yeah. All right. And on that note,
how are you? Oh, good.
Ask Harsh about Frangelico. What about
Frangelico, Harsh?
I brought some to David's house a few weeks ago.
Oh, that stuff was good. The coffee flavor. Yeah, no.
Yeah. No, I'm not. You don't fucking sit here.
David.
Yeah, no, I'm not. You don't fucking sit here in goddamn Tennessee where no one else is around.
Thinking of whiskey. Let me go get a glass.
It was actually really good stuff. I mean, and he surprised me with it. You know, we were going to hang out, and he was just going to come by, and then he goes, "Well, I got a gift." So, gift for what? I didn't do anything. So he just came by, he gave it to me, and we ended up sitting there drinking it, and then went to the bar. You got to admit, there was some badass stew. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was really
Irish stew at Irish time down in Brooklyn.
I just looked down at the screen of one of my players, and it's playing the music video for Joe Charter. Why? I'm gonna throw this player out of the window.
You only need more screens.
Oof.
But
That was
stay the
scary.
home first.
You did what with the who, the where?
No, I said I need more screens, but I think I need a home first. Where'd Harsh go again? He's gone.
He went to go get more whiskey. You know, because he's an alcoholic.
Well, yeah. Okay, so
let's enjoy some "Sing It With Me" by Joe Charter.
Away this love.
I'm sorry, I can't. I'm sorry, guys. My bad.
One second, y'all.
Don't mute it because you know what happens.
Yeah, I'm not going to mute it.
Okay. Put a shirt on, David. Jesus Christ. David is in his bathroom. If you're listening online to radio, you're listening to CSHR radio. The time is 9:06 p.m. We're actually running over right now, but it's okay. David is now parading around in his bathroom in his hotel room because he just recently moved and doesn't have a place to stay yet. So
Cheers,
he's in a hotel
everybody.
room and he's running around naked in his bathroom and he's subjecting us to the visuals.
All right, what I missed?
And that's an insult to Rico Suave. Rico Suave is just way more.
No. Please, no. This right here is bad enough.
Tell me what you wanna do.
Let's not make it worse by adding Rico Suave to it, please.
To be fair, Rico Suave is much more talented than Joe Charter.
They make you listen to Joe Charter if you had an erection for more than 5 hours when you go to the ER. That's great. So that's how they keep your dick from exploding when you take too much Viagra. They make you listen to Joe Charter. Yeah, that's what you need. Cookie dough whiskey.
Cheers,
That's
everybody.
exactly what you need, you alcoholic.
Well, alcoholism is triggered by bad influence like yourself, sir. Just like you know.
No, David, why would you do that to me? Nyan cat for 10 hours? Really?
Some guy at work had like the 24-hour, and he says, I'm going to put it on in this department where we have a lot of problems, and a lot of the problems will go away.
I mean, to be fair, that video would be better
People kill
than
themselves by the end of their shift.
No, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this Sing It With You with the video on a loop for 10 hours straight.
No.
And then re-upload it to YouTube as a troll. I bet you the thing probably get like 40 million plays.
We don't want them to.
We could make it like the new. No, we could make it like the new Rickroll.
And on that Joe Charter. This has been another edition of the Harsh Reality. This is Harsh.
I don't even have the music keyed up. Shut up.
That's Harsh. That's Scott. And this is me. Yeah, that's like a big ass glass of whiskey there, man.
Yeah.
Wait, what? What happened? Oh, wait. Wrong song. Whoops. Okay. There we go.
Or Scott Somalia.
Somalia.
Yeah, we're gonna create the Scots. We're gonna create a wine based off of Scott Sonnier called the Sonnier Sommelier, and have like Bowser as like the main photo of it.
Yeah, next business adventure.
So basically, they gave the testicular tube a hand job.
Take us out, Harsh.
And on that note, We thank everybody for being a part of the CrayolaSec Harsh Reality tonight. We thank Scott Bowser Sonnier for holding down the ones and twos, and we thank David Anthony Miller IV for
Andrew.
joining us.
Okay,
David,
close.
Andrew.
You fucked it up already, but it's okay.
Bastard. Anyway,
But,
on that note,
well, hopefully I'll see y'all
on that
again.
note,
Maybe
this has
next
been
show.
another edition of the CrayolaSec Harsh Reality. We thank our viewers for watching the show. And remember,
If anybody
life
knows.
is harsh, but also live it. And sometimes you got to color outside the lines. We will see you either on Monday night or Tuesday night, depending on whatever we feel like doing. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your week. Cheers, everyone.